We are here in Young, Arizona, and we stayed at a harvest host last night. Check out that video if you want to see more about that. We are going to run through our departure checklist with you guys today as we get ready to leave. These are the 10 things that we do when we leave a location. Starting with number 1, let's check our tire pressures. So there's 2 ways we can do this. One is we can grab our tire gauge and actually put it on there and check them. But instead, what I'm going to do is we'll check in the van on the console and actually look at the TPMS system for the vehicle and look at the tire pressures there to make sure we are good. So you can see, it looks like our front right tire pressure is a little low. We want to be about 65, but these are cold tire pressures, and we want to be 80 in the rear. Now, what I would say is the wind is blowing from that direction, so it's obviously much colder. So seeing that these 2 tires are away from the wind, I think we're probably okay, but we'll double check that once we get on the road. Number 2, we need to check all the fluids. So let's pop the hood and take a look. So first thing, we check our coolant level. We're looking good. It's really cold out here, so we're above the minimum level, so we are good there. And then our oil dipstick is down here. And check the level down there. All right. So we're good. Bonus, don't forget to check your windshield washer fluid right there.
Okay. Fluids, check.
Check. So the third important thing to do is to gather up all of your utilities and everything. So that's on this side of the van. So for us, we'll start here in the front. This is our propane switch. That's our safety switch, so we turn that off anytime we're driving. Now, because we're at a harvest host and boondocking, we didn't use our gray tank, but this is our gray hose, and you just want to make sure you close the valve, put everything in here, and you need to check to make sure that it's secure, because we actually had this pop open on the highway and actually ruined a hose driving over it. So that's important to make sure you check that and it's secure. Next is the city water. Again, we didn't use it here, but this is where you're going to want to make sure you disconnect your hose, coil it up, and stow it. And if you're, let's say, starting your journey, or if you have access to water, you want to fill up, this is our gravity fill, so make sure you check your water tanks and fill those up before you leave. And lastly, your electricity. Disconnect, put it away, make sure your lid is down and secure so that everything is good to go on this side of the van. Right, let's go inside for the next few items. And I am freezing. All right, moving on to number 4, we're going to check the gas. This one's pretty straightforward. And we've got more than 3/4 of a tank. We actually filled up right before we got here. So we average somewhere between 15 and 18 miles per gallon, roughly about 300 miles for the tank. And you want to make sure that before you head out, you have enough gas. Or if you need to get gas, you remember that and make that your first stop on your way out.
And it seems like a simple thing, but we have gotten really close before.
Yes, we did. And actually on the trip here, we cut it pretty close. We had the gas light on. It was giving us the warning. Fortunately we made it with no issues, but that's the last thing you want to run into on a trip is running out of gas.
Yeah. All right, number 5. For us personally right now, we have to clean the van up. This is our mess from staying here. It's a complete disaster. And so we're going to take some time and get the van nice and clean.
Number 6. Make sure all of your windows are closed, your vents are closed, and your shades are up.
Okay.
So, windows nice and closed.
Okay.
Wait, this one's not. Something's wrong with that one.
You got it.
Oh, there we go. Now it's closed. Great. So our bathroom vent needs to be pulled down and closed. Let's talk about this skylight. So this is super important to make sure that it is secured properly. We've actually had it fly open when we're driving down the highway. So make sure that that is closed and secure. So if it's open, it's like this. This obviously is not closed. Secured and locked. Front shades. Oh my goodness.
Open this one. And why do we open them all?
Yeah, we open them all because of noise. We don't want them rattling around, you know, banging against the wall. And I actually do use this one occasionally. I could look over my shoulder and see out of it.
So that one is definitely important. That one is important.
This one's critical because there's no other way to see. I mean, yeah, you can use the mirror, but the mirrors aren't all that great. This is just a nice double check having this one.
Number 7, put away everything that needs to be secured down that would fall when you're driving, and make sure things don't rattle. And we will show you all the little things we do so that we have a mostly peaceful ride.
All right, so we need to secure the chairs.
Put them the way we need them.
Pretty simple. Table. Now this can moves when we're driving, so you have two options. You can either put it away, we'll put it up here, or we can just tighten everything up so that it doesn't move, which I think is what we're going to do for this trip.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to secure everything that's on our counter. Goes in drawers and all the places it needs to go. So we got this. We put these right here. This is secure. It's not going anywhere. We have a little sticky on it. Here's our sink cover. So we're going to go ahead and just do that and that. I'm going to put this where it goes. This goes in our stove, because that is a big rattle problem. We do that. And surprisingly, this never falls off the counter. I think it's a little rubbery, so we just put that right there. Check the microwave. And the plate that's in the microwave, we wrap it with a towel. Because rattles are bad, guys. What else? Oh, we need a pillow. And what would we need this pillow for? I'll have Bob show you.
We do have this shade that will block some of the noise when we're driving, but it's still pretty loud sometimes. So what we do is we put a pillow up here, and then you close the shade hat a little ways and the screen a little ways, just enough to hold that in there. And all that insulation up there just makes it much nicer and quieter while we're driving.
And why do you only go this far? Because I have done it.
Yeah, because when you do the whole thing, this like little, it's almost like paper, this little fabric shade can't support the weight of the pillow. And so it just basically pops out and bends and gets all nasty and it gets ruined. So
how many times has Hillary done that?
Too many.
Yep. So this is our trick for the skylight.
Yeah. And it works out great.
TV. Is the TV secure?
I think so. After all of that, looks like it.
Okay. TV secure?
Yeah.
Anything else? Drawers?
Let's double check. So the front, I think we're good. Got all of our drawers, everything.
I'm going to check that the doors are shut. They opened the other day when we drove.
Fridge.
Oh.
Need to make sure that that's closed. That little latch right there holds it closed.
Yep. Because everything will open.
Yes.
While driving.
Especially on the 13-mile like washboard road that we drove in on the way in here. It was pretty crazy.
We are currently driving down a 13-mile dirt road. Hear my voice? It's pretty bumpy. Okay, I did forget something. I have a little hack that I put my reading glasses on the light at night. So yeah, I got to take those off so that they don't rattle the whole way. But yeah, there's a little hack. If you have reading glasses at night and you don't have a place to put them, just put them right there. Or maybe you've put something better. Let me know if you have a better idea, but that's what I do.
Number 8, we need to shut off all of our systems. The heater, the propane, the inverter, the electricity. Just make sure everything's all turned off. So we can all do that from this side right here. So we'll start with the heater. Maybe. Turn that to off.
Okay.
Can turn the lights off. Turn the water pump off. Turn the inverter off. Number 43%. Now, if you didn't have food or anything in your refrigerator and you were like done like traveling, you could turn your 12-volt system off, but we're going to leave that on while we are driving down the road because we also have food in the refrigerator. And we did already show you where we turn our propane off so that when we're driving, we don't have any issues with that, because there are some, you know, tunnels and bridges and things like that that will not allow you to have your propane on. So you do need to make sure you turn that off.
Number 9, make sure everything that you're storing under your bed is put away where it's supposed to go. Because a lot of times when we're stopped at a spot for a while, we kind of just throw junk under there, our shoes and water and the bathroom stuff and everything. But when we want to close the van up and drive, we put most of what's under the bed in the bathroom. So, all nice and clean because
when you're driving down the road and you have to slam on the brakes, all that stuff will come sliding forward and end up right in the front seat. And things get broken and damaged, so it's just nice to put them away in the bathroom. As a result of that, I'm thinking of building kind of some sort of like gate or something like that to hold everything in the back so that we don't have to do that all the time. But let me know if you guys have come up with something or if you've seen any ideas for that.
For like building a gate.
For like building a gate or some sort of barrier to keep things in the back. I'm curious if somebody's already come up with something.
Yeah, because at this point, this is what we do. Unless we have more stuff, then it does.
Right. I mean, there are some things like the grill. The grill doesn't slide around. It's got nice little rubber feet and it stays put. But it's little things like waters or shoes, stuff like that come sliding forward when you jam on the brakes.
Yeah, because our chairs go under there. Our table goes under there.
Right. Yep. Just depends on, you know, what you're taking with you and what time of year it is, of course, because obviously in the wintertime, you're not going to take your table with you and sit outside because it's cold.
Yep.
All right, number 10. So we are going to put away our storage blocks, our trasharoo, and make sure everything is secured in our storage box in the back. Here, online, I watched somebody put these out. They put them upside down this way. I've always put them this way. I'm curious, what's the right way?
Oh.
So let us know in the comments. Is it the flat side up? Or is it the waffle side up? I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious what everybody else does.
We definitely need to organize this a little better.
What do you mean? This is totally organized. Right. Our trasharoo. This thing is great. We can store lots of trash in it. And it's outside the van. It doesn't smell. But we can't leave it on here because I did read that the black will turn purple in the UV. So, lots of wind. Sorry for the wind. So we're going to go ahead and store that in here as well. If you guys want a copy of our Vancaskeys departure checklist, we're going to post it in the description and the comments down below. So we've put this list together based on all of the mistakes and issues that we have had, and we want to share that with you guys so that you don't have to learn those same lessons the hard way.
So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next Wednesday.